Every time I think that. Hello everyone and thanks for hanging out with me. It's Let's Talk EV, mostly on Sunday. Last Sunday I didn't want to. Selfishly I was, nah, let's not do that today. That's okay. How is everybody? Are you waiting to confirm that everyone is? I hope you're all okay. I find it funny that 24 people are here when we're talking about 2.4. Yes. Today's topic will be talking about that so many people are mad and almost creating a shitstorm because of the delay of 2.4. Yes. Hello, Grow M. How are you? You're so nice. I said it. And Andre is here. Kevin. But Kevin's not a member. But no, he's a Patreon, I think. Am I right? I'm so bad. I apologize in advance, as always. I have no news. I went through the news today and I was like, meh, nothing special. I was member. That's okay. Left me. I don't know why I'm making fun of you. That was so mean. I'm sorry. Again, I apologize in advance. Good. I'm in a good mood. It's warm. We had 25 degrees today. We're sitting in the sun. Cindy is totally sunburned. 43 years old and still doesn't know what the sun does to you. No, it was a nice weekend. Polestar 2 single motor got picked up on Thursday, and we talk about the 2 on Friday. The Volvo XC40 single motor arrived. It's now in my driveway. It was a nice story to get how to get that car, and sometimes it's how people are planning. Just saying, not a lot of people are planning very well. Yes, but the main topic today will be people are mad, and I read through the ID Drivers Club messages, and of course, you always have to think when will people writing something? They're only if they're very excited about something, if something is not working, if they have a question, or if they're mad, and so of course you get a lot of mad stuff. I have this error message. Why doesn't this work? This is a 45,000 euro car and this doesn't work. How is that possible? And all of this stuff. It's a lot of things, and then of course features the promised and promised. Yeah, I think the promising is done in your head. That's also something that I don't see. If a CEO of a company is saying we will do updates every 3 months, I'm not thinking this is gonna happen right away. Or the same with parking, whatever, self-parking and this. So, and again, this is not something I care about. So the self-parking and the memory parking in 3.0, that's a nice gimmick, but why would I use that? I just park myself. I'm faster than the same with auto lane change, with travel assist. It's more annoying than it is to do it myself. It's not more safe. I can just look. It takes so long till it does it, and then it does it extremely fast, very uncomfortable. So again, I'm the wrong person to say that yeah. Just I'm the wrong person to and I'm not on the side of Volkswagen here and saying they did everything great. No, not at all. I think the big reason why Volkswagen is in trouble now is that they're always announcing something very early to try to get people to buy a car early because they know in the future something will come. So when the CEO is saying we're planning to get updates over-the-air updates every 3 months, then a person is thinking, I will get new features every 3 months. This is a car I can I can see that I want to drive. If I look at the Kona, that will rarely get an update and no new features, and then if only at the dealership. Just saying, not saying that the Volkswagen didn't get dealership updates. It will still. That's not what I mean. But for the person to decide, do I want an ID3 or do I want a Kona? And then, okay, ID3 will get over-the-air updates. And the CEO said every 3 months. That sounds great. I will do that. I heard it from Tesla. They're getting updates all the time and they're always getting new features. I'm guessing Volkswagen will do the same. And that's where I think the marketing comes in. That's why they did it. And I think that's the wrongdoing here. But I know why they did it. They want to sell cars. And as Kevin is saying here, it's true that if you buy other EVs, if this is not important to you, a lot of EVs you don't get updates at all, or you don't get over-the-air updates. But again, that's something Volkswagen said they want to provide and for the lifetime of the car. And the CEO said he wants to do a 3 month. But the other thing is too, let's say there is an update every 3 months, but it's a tiny update that just updates a tiny little thing. Nobody talked about that. How will it be? So again, it's always a bit vague, but I think the biggest problem that Volkswagen has, and it's good for me, it's extremely good for me. I think the biggest problem that Volkswagen has is they're announcing something that's gonna be changed, even though they know it will take a few months till it's at the user of the car, because it has to go through many stages. And I get it if it's 2 months, maybe 3 months. But you should always leave a bit of headroom. Maybe it's not working as you thought. So 2.4. Well, let's start with 2.3. 2.3, the update didn't work as planned because first they had to get consent from the owner of a car, because there was the thing that the front assist would not work while the update is downloading. Then a few people got under the rug and it didn't work or whatever. I myself had a problem till my ID3 would get the update. This should be fixed, but we'll see when 3.0 over the update should come. It should still be once a week that it looks, but it should be really looking, so not just a bit. And if the internet connection is not great or whatever, then it says, okay, do it next week. It's still should be working. Yes, that someone is still on 2.1 and people that are 2.1, it's always two things. Sometimes it's the fault of the person when they didn't do the email address that the WeConnect ID app is in. Other time is that Volkswagen, like I said, made a mistake in whatever. It's always thing of there's still a lot of people who don't have 2.3. But to be honest, 2.1 to 2.3 is barely a difference, so there's no reason. But again, the good thing for me with this is I get to see an update and can report on something that's coming, even though it's still far away. That's good because let's say 3.0, they announced 3.0 right now, and the update is coming in 6 weeks. Let's say they can do that. But I'm getting it in 4 weeks or so because they're nice to me. But a week later, other people are already getting it too. So it's not a lot of interest. But if I get it and it then takes 3 months for other people to get it, then more people are watching my videos. So for me, that's good. For the user, it's not good. But with 2.4, they announced it already at the ID Drivers Club in November. So they announced that there will be an update where 12-volt battery will be changed and what will be included. And then they planned it in March, around March there, because this was where also was already scheduled for the ID5 to come out in around March or April, and this should have 3.0 on the car. I saw 3.0 the first time on an ID5 at the photo shoot in Munich, where I could take pictures and film it a bit, but not drive it. When was that? I think it was in November. Wasn't it in November too? I think so. And now we have May, and again, I understand people make mistakes. So I don't know why. I don't know exactly why the update is not here yet, and I'm sure there's a lot of planning behind it. But I think that we should wait a bit with announcements that something is coming. So for example, 3.1 in the ID5 that I drove last week, it's awesome. It shows amazing features and it's great. What's up? But I think it's a bit mean to people that are still waiting for 2.4 to already show stuff from 3.1. But I think the marketing department of Volkswagen thinks, let's show what the car will get. But as I see, 2.4 hopefully will come in the next, as I always say, the next few weeks. I don't know. So let's say June, and then 3.0 will be on cars till September, but 3.1 will not come this year. I cannot believe that this will happen. So 3.1 will be next year, so 2023. Why would you show it in May of 2020? So that's still 6-7 months to go. I don't know. But it's not that's not my call to make. I just talk about it. But as I said, I was going through the comments of the ID Drivers Club, and it's just a lot of anger and being mad. And I understand being frustrated when there's a delay on something, but I always think, what are you getting? So what does 2.4 bring? 2.4 gets you a new 12-volt battery. Do you need a 12-volt battery? Volkswagen thinks so. I don't notice it. So my car works fine. Since 2.0, I don't have... I know that a lot of people have problems with their car. That's normal. But also a lot of people have no problem with the car. And I don't think a lot of people have problems with 12-volt battery anymore. And so that's not the most important part. And what will be changed software-wise with 2.4? You get the preheating of the battery a bit differently. We need that next winter, so in October. So hopefully we'll get the update till October. That's still 5 months. So they have time for that. We don't get the charging update. We get the charging update with 3.0. What else do we get? Scheduled charging will work. And this is one thing I get. I understand that people are mad that in a few years ago you can buy an e-up or an e-golf and you can do scheduled charging where you said please charge from 10 to 4 a.m., 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. because it's the cheapest. And an ID3 that's new cannot do that. I don't know why this is not in the car from the start. I have no idea why. I don't need it, but again, I can understand that other people need that in other countries when there are special rates for cheaper charging. In Germany, the kilowatt hour costs me the same if I charge now or at noon or at midnight. There's no change. That there are some providers that can do that. I looked into it, but it was expensive, and that's why I said no. But I understand other people that have rates that where it's just cheaper. Totally understandable that you save money. And for me and all ID3 users that use the car in the winter, it's just important that it's. Most designers or car manufacturers are fossil-minded. No, I don't think so. That's why they had it in the e-up and in the e-golf. It worked all fine. Go with Burn, much better looking. The Born looks better. That's totally true. I agree. But that's just, I'm pretty sure that Born will not get everything that ID3, ID4 will get. They will put it down a bit. And I drove the ID4 a week. ID4, the Cupra Born. I don't see any difference except for the look outside, but it had a few things in the software that I found more annoying than in my ID3. But that's also, you know, taste. Somebody likes it when something beeps very loud when you press a button, and some don't. And I don't. I want it quiet. But I still have annoying things in my ID3. So why the hell does it have to beep when I put the car in reverse? I don't get it. I'm sorry. Why? Have you covered the Volkswagen Scout news yet? I don't know what Scout is. No idea. But again, I get why people are frustrated, but I don't get why people are so mad and then, you know, say that the car is rubbish and that Volkswagen. Well, we have 150 people here. Okay, hello 145 people. Only 22 likes, by the way, but it's okay if you don't like it. It is never coming, the Scout, it's all fluff. What Scout? I don't know what that means. Same as the EV6 I drove yesterday. Sound like a truck backing up. No, not the noise outside when you go when you drive backwards. You put it in reverse and you get a dit because the open the trunk thing goes up, and I think it has to do that you don't have your fingers in there or something. I think it has to do with that. But in the ID5 that I drove a week ago, it also does that when you do it in reverse, but it's a tiny little dit. But I don't get it. Volkswagen is relaunching the Scout brand as electric. Ah, do you mean the pickup trucks? Yeah, that's for the States, North America. We here in Europe don't care about pickup trucks. You see one in 300-400 cars, see one pickup truck. And if it's an ICE car, it will be laughed at. Ha ha. God, I'm mean, but I'm in a good mood, so I'm mean. Yeah. I will read your stuff in a second. What was I saying? So people, like I said, are so frustrated and mad. And so I thought, let's do a poll. So I put a poll on the ID Drivers Club. Again, because people who are mad are mostly saying something, and the people that are fine are not saying something. So I made a poll and I said, are you mad about 2.4 being delayed? And I said, yes, I'm pissed. No, I don't care. My car is okay. I can wait for the update. And one thing was, it is okay, but it would be nice to not be kept in the dark. And this has the most votes. And the second one is, my car is fine. I can wait for the update. But this had the most votes. So people would like to know if there's a delay or if something is not working. Maybe you can't say what it is, but if you post a little thing, sorry, we have a problem with the software delivery, we can talk about it now, but sorry, it will be delayed for a few weeks. Of course, if you do that a few times, then people are laughing at you. So you cannot win. That's how it is. But I think it's always a fight between development, having a time, okay, on this time we have to be done and it has to be working. And then if they say, sorry, it's not working, okay, you have another 3 weeks. Does it work now? No, it's not working. We have to do this and this. Okay, do that. And you have the marketing department who is, okay, we have to say that there's a new update for this feature soon, because then people are happy and want the update. And people are happy and maybe buying the car more because, I mean, it's about selling cars. I understand that. Servus, Susanne. But now let's read what you guys said. You said a lot of stuff. So many empty promises, it's total bollocks. You're right, but I disagree with one thing. I don't think promises. So Volkswagen is really conservative when it comes to saying a date. So nobody said 2.4 will come in April. That's what we said. That's what we wanted to believe. Nobody said that. They said it, and that's why they told me when I did the video on 2.4 in the first half of the year. That is till end of June. Am I right? Yes. So they have time till end of June. And with 3.0, they said till the end of the year. And second half of the year should start. Yeah. So I don't think it's too much promises. It's I think what people when someone at Volkswagen is saying something, we want to do this, we want to do that, it's already okay. They said that, it's a promise, it will come, blah blah blah. The same with the ID3 GTX. A while ago they said it's going to be all-wheel drive, it's going to be amazing, and now they say it's going to be rear-wheel drive with 200 something kilowatt. And for example, I thought ID3 GTX would be amazing, but if it's not all-wheel drive, I don't care about. I want if I want a powerful ID3, I want it all-wheel drive. I want it and I don't get why ID4, ID5 GTX are all-wheel drive. Why not put an ID3 chassis on top with the big battery? It will be amazing. But no, it has to be rear-wheel drive, just a more powerful motor. Not interested then. Not at all. What's the latest timelines on the update? There is no. Drove an ID3 yesterday, liked it more than I thought. Only steering wheel shape. Steering wheel shape, it's round. ID3 Pro S Business 77 kilowatt order was made on November 21st. Manufacturer date is week 27th. Yeah, you're lucky then. I was at the factory. They have 230,000 orders and they can build 500 a day because of chip shortage and Ukraine war. Wiring harnesses from Ukraine manufacturer, and that's why you know that how long it will take. If you order now, 230,000 cars have been built before that, and 500 a day. You can calculate. In my experience, manufacturer's date doesn't mean shit. Ours was manufactured in December, ordered in July, and still waiting for parts to be finished. But again, it's not normal. This is the times we are in right now with the war and the chip crisis is not normal. We would sell way more. Chris, are you waiting for 2.4 update? Everybody is. I'm more mad about the side sensors missing. Yeah, again, this is something I get that people are mad, especially Audrey here. He ordered his car and then the car is being built right now, but when he ordered, 3.0 wasn't announced and the side sensor and everything, and now he's not getting them. Again, I understand with car makers that at some point you make the stuff and then you make other stuff with the new, because let's say you do a facelift car and you order this and then a new feature or whatever, new light and whatever. I get that at some point you have to start, and this is still an order from before. But you know, in my opinion, the side sensors and the self-parking and everything, this is not new to Volkswagen. They should have had it in the car from the start. That's just what I say. Or available to order, where it says you get side sensor for possible new features in the future. Something like this costs 500 euro on top or whatever. I don't know. That would have been more better than to announce, okay, now 3.0 is coming out. We have 4 important new features and 2 of them you can only get with a new car when you have the side sensors. Again, I'm not one of those people because I don't care about the self-parking or the travel assist with swarm data. That's just, it's cool, it's a nice technology. But for me, as a normal user, I just don't need it. I'm not living in a city where I have to parallel park, and I don't even have travel assist. And if I'm okay if travel assist doesn't work for a while, I'm not using it all day. But again, that's just me. I understand if people are mad. It's not just a postponement of 2 features, it's just a part of series. If we cannot get cool features, yeah, that's what I'm just saying. The manual of my Corsa E has a part in it about self-parking, or the Corsa E doesn't have it. That's also cool because the normal Corsa, I'm guessing, has it. They are just musky features. Well, I don't know what it was. You buy a product how it is at the moment. Updates are only a bonus. I love my ID3, I have no complaints, it drives super. I think so too. I drove it today for 2 kilometers. I had to film something fast. I wonder sometimes if the haters of ID3 really own one. I think they do, and a lot of them came up with the car when it has in the beginning a lot of big problems. I mean, 12-volt battery empty overnight. and then you get to it in the morning and the car doesn't even unlock because they didn't think that maybe the 12-volt battery should be charged by the high voltage battery when it gets empty, when it's parked. I think that's just an oversight. And how can you, for me, was one where I was, how can a manufacturer not test it? How can you not have a car parked somewhere and then notice, ooh, the battery is empty? It happened with so many cars. So, and those people came with the car. Okay, this doesn't work. We have to wait for this update and all of this. But again, since 2.1, I think ID3, ID4 is just fine. Everything else is now a bonus. And to be honest, and I said that already, and people complained, 3.0 has a few things in there that I find more annoying, where I would rather stick with 2.3. We did that. Hello from Zurich. Hello. I'm agree with Chris about the superficial function, but in 2.4.3.1 there are basic functions that should have been available from the beginning. That's true. So 2.4, the scheduled charging should have just worked from the start. The battery heating, this was just a decision that Volkswagen made. For some it will be good, but for most it's just bad with the battery heating, how it's doing its job. Yeah. Well, the year-long wait for the car kind of changes things. You're seeing features you won't have even though you didn't get the car yet. Yeah, that's bad. You forgot about the BMS. No preheating before reaching the fast charger. Big issue in Scandinavia, cold weather, low speed. You can never get the top charging speed. Yeah, that's true, but 90% of other EVs also don't have that. This is a lot of EVs don't even have a battery heater. This is only a few car brands or even cars have preheating, charging, navigating to a charger. What is it? 4 or 5 cars. It's not a lot. So if this feature is coming, and it will come, I never know why it takes so long. This is a good idea, but it's always okay. Do we want power to be used to heat up the battery, or is it okay if we arrive at the charger and the charging power is in the beginning a bit low, but then it rises and you pay less because you didn't use battery on the way there just to get faster charging power? And then how do you implement it? Do you implement it with a button? Does it always just do it? Again, this is just the thinking. No band charging, and after we did that. Roxol. Apparently ID3 is being built next week. Oh, that's cool. I'm assuming all cars being built now would be on 3.0 when it leaves the factory. I think so too. Since February or so, every car built in the factory should have 3.0 on. 2.1 still seems to have a lot of issues still. My major concern is the coolant air bubble issues. Well, that's a hardware thing, not a software thing, and I don't have that. I don't have that at all. Really the problem, lack of communication. Well, the problem with communication is that Volkswagen is a big company and they... where were you? Oh God, where are we? Where was the communication? God. Yeah, you write too much. Oh my God. Yeah, we have it really low. Volkswagen would have an actual timeline just so people know what to expect. Yeah, there's always stuff happening. I think that's very hard to do, but I'm not taking their side on this either. I think they should announce stuff a bit later. That would be better. The problem with all this is that they sold the cars in 2019 for 2020 deliveries with egg features and didn't deliver. Again, when I ordered my car, they said what it will have, and I got all the features 3 months later. All the features that are coming now are something that has never been mentioned before. The self-parking to me was never mentioned. One complaint to the ID5 videos of various presenters all said it has a spoiler, but when the air can go under it, it's called a wing. I don't even know what I said. It's possible. I think the showing new versions is for the new buyers. For me, looking ID3 born, the point that takes 18 months to deliver is big, but the new features can help convince people. Well, every car is now delayed and long. When will ID4 will come with LFP battery? I don't even know there's a plan for that. Think most designers at car manufacturers also, yeah, we did that. Go with the Born, we did that. I want 2.4 till October to fix the battery heating. Everything else, I don't care. He's right. Again, scheduled charging would be a great thing for a lot of people. For me, I don't care as either. I live in Malta and have an ID4. Is it possible that my ID emblem lights up? No, it's not. That's not allowed in the EU, in Europe. Yeah, it's not allowed to have a Volkswagen logo of your brand to have a light. In North America, it's allowed. So I was at the factory in ID4 for North America, had the light to go on, but in Europe, it's not allowed. That's why I'm afraid. Have you covered? Yeah, we did that. Smash the like button. Volkswagen is relaunching the Scout. We did that. ID4 is a great vehicle, but the software update delays gives it a bad rep. I have 2.1 still in the USA and have no scheduled charging and no AC won't come on. Dealer has to reset. The AC won't come on? But that's weird. There's something wrong with the car. You should be able to get 2.3 at the dealer. It should work. Preheating for battery. When you are going to HPC, please before winter. Thank you. I doubt that. I can say that now. 3.1, as far as I know, doesn't have the preheating, and it's not. And I used it. I tried to use it in the ID5. I was here at home. Battery was not cold, but I navigated to an Onity charger 30 minutes away, and I had the OBD dongle on. It did not preheat the battery, so I'm guessing it's not in 3.1. So preheating battery going to a hypercharger will not come till in a year. That's what I say. So stateside. I know what that means. I don't understand why I bought the ID4 1 month ago and asked many times to shop to update the software to the 3.0, but the shop, if the Volkswagen system doesn't propose the update, they cannot do. Why? You cannot have 3.0 right now. It's just not possible. Wait, what is this? My frame rate was off again. I have to turn off the camera and on. And still, I have to do it again. That happens. The HDMI port does that. Oh, come on, just work. To keep it off for 2 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Are you warm? Is it the temperature? No, it works. See? The thing is this, Volkswagen dealer cannot have just the update. He doesn't have it laying around somewhere and then, oh, I do that for you. Do you have over-the-air updates like 2.3 and soon 3.0? And this is only happening when Volkswagen says your VIN, your car with that VIN can have the update and then it can download it. If there's an update that the car dealer can do, 2.3, 2.4 will come. And then you can do this at the dealer when the dealer is allowed to put it on your car, because you cannot just update whatever he wants. If a car doesn't work, then it's the dealer problems, and that of course cannot be happening. Opel advertised the unlock lock with mobile phone would come for Corsa E. Still waiting. First it was end of 2020, then before July 21, and I have no idea. See? It's just happening. That's just how it is. It's got an NX software version the same as ID4. Have 0794, but no clue if it is 2. It should be 2.1 or 2.3. You won't have 2.4. 2.4 is never installed on any car unless you go to a dealer and they do the whole thing. So if you bought a new Enyaq, it's possible you already get 3.0. But because I've seen a Cupra Born with 3.0, but you see it in the software. When you go in software version, it says ID software 3.0. I saw a picture. I think what you have is 2.3. Hey Marty, ID3 GTX with frunk, no space for 2 motors. No, there won't be a frunk. Of course there's space for 2 motors. There was a car built. There was an ID3 built with 2 times 150 kilowatt to test. And this is, again, is something I will talk later what makes me mad. You have to remind me. I say it now, otherwise I forget. So, you know me, I have a bit of contact to Volkswagen and they tell me things. And they always tell me stuff and then I'm not allowed to tell you. because it's, you know, they say stuff only if Volkswagen, if say you're allowed to say. And then of course I'm not talking about it. So they told me about the ID3 that has 2 times 150 kilowatt front and rear, the IDX, I don't know, 2 years ago. Long time ago. And of course I wanted to tell you there's a car, an ID3 with 300 kilowatt. How amazing is that? And I wanted to drive it, I wanted to test it, but no, I couldn't talk about it and I couldn't drive it because it's a prototype. I don't have a prototype license and blah blah blah. And then last Friday just says it in their news. And since they talk about it, I can do it now too. But before that, I just wasn't allowed to say anything. It's always annoying. What's 460 days? The 230,000 cars. Thank you. Volkswagen went to the market with an MEB that was barely proof of concept and then used their protocols to finish and assemble the vehicles. Structurally, consistently, it is clear Volkswagen is not a software company. That's told. He's right. Mark is right. They designed the car, did the software later, and they noticed it doesn't fit too perfectly, and now they have to work more to make it work a bit. I hope they learn a bit out. I think he means where the wheel is straight at the bottom. The tiny little thing. What is it? This long? What it's straight? Hey, handsome. Jill in the house. Hello. Haven't seen you in a while. Are the changes to models and software delays also due to current delay issues? I honestly don't know. I drove behind a Matrix today. Cool, that's the stuff. I've seen the car sometimes too. It's really cool. How long ago did they start putting side sensors on ID4? Just now. Since cars are being built January or February, ID3, ID4 can be ordered. If you get the assistant package, you can get that. Fix the crazy battery heating in cold climate. In short trips and winter, energy usage very big. That's true, and will be fixed with 2.4, which really should be before next winter. So this should hopefully work. I think so. I believe in them. My car has self-driving. I paid 300 euros for it. Never used it so far. I just mainly want bugs fixed in infotainment system. I used to driving a solid Toyota Prius. What bugs do you have in your infotainment system? Except for the scheduled charging, I don't have any bugs on my car. I don't get any error message. If you call the battery preheating a bug, yes, but that's not an infotainment system. I love driving my ID4 all-wheel drive. Cool. I also prefer better charging specs, and my ID bus will have the plus features. That's true. Can't wait for my turn for software editor. Did video stop? No, is it stopped? It's all green. It's all cool. Don't say 2.1 is okay. BMS is still subpar. What's with the BMS? It's charging amazing. Even with 1.0, it charged the same way as it's charging now with 2.3. What are you talking about? What's with the BMS? It's perfect. Don't say anything about the BMS. It's an ID3, ID4 have amazing BMS. It's 100% to 1%, all is fine. There's no, or at 4% you're empty or anything. Don't you dare. Because we're waiting almost 2 years with a lot of bugs and without options. It's easy. I bought ID in September 2020. Me too. I don't have bugs. And what options are you missing that they told you when you bought the car? Everything that's now coming is something that's new and has never been mentioned in September of 2020. Good thing is that if you buy one now, you get it by 2024. It's true. Not having dinner tonight. Had a late lunch with family and it's my mother's birthday tomorrow. Oh, happy birthday. 87 still going. Yoo-hoo. Haven't been here in a while, but wow, so much drama in chat earlier. Chillax, yeah. A customer can decide if preheating is acceptable for HPC. That would be amazing. I would like that too. God, it's getting warm in here. 25 degrees. It's summer. And the lights warm up. No LED. Cost a fortune. I think I saw an ID5 today, but I wonder if it's a point with the car. Yeah, I don't know that it's either. The difference from ID4 to ID5. It looks better, the ID5. But again, I don't see the point. I think a different structure would have been better. So, totally different. ID3, ID4, ID bus, station wagon, tiny car, ID2 or whatever. I don't know. Whatever. They decided for it. I'm guessing there's a market. And the dealer in Posa already has an ID5. I saw that. You don't necessarily pay less without preheating. The majority of DC purchases, at least in Finland, are time-based. Oh, hence the more time you spend there, the more it costs. Yeah, in Germany that's not allowed. You have to pay for kilowatt hours. Time is mean because you're paying for something that's being delivered, not at what time it's being delivered. What I hope with 3 point whatever that Volkswagen shows the blind spot warning in a head-up display like EV6. As far as I know they don't, but why would you need that? It's right here. It's inside of the mirror and you can adjust the brightness. Have you no peripheral vision? I'm not mad at Volkswagen for the delays, I'm just a bit disappointed. It would be easier to understand if the updates were bigger, but all in all the updates seem to have very little content. 2.3 had nothing for me, 3.0 will have nothing special for me, 3.1 has a few things that I like. I think it's good evening, Blautson, I switched to hydrogen. He has to say that, only a bad joke. Do you know when the software updates will come stateside? Because we're in the dark here. As I said, second half of this year you should get the first over-the-air update, whatever that means. I've noticed that you cannot have fresh air coming in the cabin from the vents without having the AC on. That is a bummer. That's weird. That shouldn't be. Do you have automatic recirculation on? You can turn that off. When you go into climate, there's a thing on the right top you can turn. I have that turned off since the beginning. I don't want that. I do my recirculation by myself. It was obvious since day one there would be issues with ID3. Chris was real clear about all the bugs when he got his car. I'm surprised people still surprised ID3 is not perfect. It's very well said. I think it's ridiculous that they advertise over-the-air updates, but only on certain updates. The technology is proven. All updates should be done over air. Why is Volkswagen so behind the software area? Because they designed the car wrongly. That's the whole thing. The car was designed and then had to be pushed out as fast as possible. Then the hardware wasn't in par with the software. It didn't work very well together. That's why bug fixes and in the beginning, in the first 3 months, and then, oh my god, we have to do over-the-air update. But, oh, this control unit doesn't work with over-the-air update. Okay, they have to go to the dealership again. Then over-the-air update will work. Oh, we didn't think of that. So the planning of ID MEB platform cars was not well done. And I hope that the next electric cars from Volkswagen, the next generation, the Trinity, they think of that before. I think they thought of it, we were going to do the car and then we do the software in it and then do over-the-air updates. You can do that, right? Software developers. Yes, we can do that. See, I'm talking to myself. But then they didn't think to talk to each other. I think the planning was just a little mess. Here in North America, I'm mad we can't get any update in USA. I'm on 2.1 and keep on getting ghost errors, and we have been promised update every 3 months, then delayed another 3 months. Really? I thought you can get 2.3 at the dealership, no? Either you can use keyless. He's done that a lot of time with third-party app. What is it so important that you don't have a key? Okay. New Cooper Born cost delivered with 3.0 in Denmark now. Yeah, that since every new car that is being built and comes out since January, February has 3.0 on. Polestar has an over-the-air update every 7 weeks. That's cool. Does it change? I mean, we saw that you got more power. I'm not saying other brands don't do it better. Of course they are. There's a lot of brands that do it way better. Volkswagen told Chris they keep US ID4 without update on purpose. Yeah, they said that for me. Cooper Born will take over the MIB, I guess. They won't sell any ID3s no more. I doubt that. Next move advised ID3 GTX will be rear-wheel drive in the end. Yeah, and they told me that a few months. Also, when I was at the ID5 premiere, and I said that's crap. We want all-wheel drive. Hello, I've bought an ID4 GTX. I have 2.3 and it's not as bad as I thought, but I want 3.0 ASAP. Again, it's not that big of a difference. It's fine. Not bugs, only slow system. Well, the slow system will not change because the hardware in the cars is just made that it works, but booting up will take time and any special thing will take time. So the hardware is as low as possible that they can save money. The same as with the rear drum brakes. That is not disc brakes, it's to save money. It's nothing else. In North America, we have so many bugs in infotainment system. Why would you have more bugs than we have? I mean, they have to write a different software for navigation and stuff and like this. Correction, I meant self-parking, not driving. What did you say? Oh God, you're far. Do you have news on Angelique? No. I'm sorry. Salt water batteries for cars. I have oceans of fuel. Yeah. BMS trigger. What's the BMS trigger? I love the channel, dude. Testing ID4 delivered next week for my birthday. A lucky rent for ID4 has a family and love to boot. Excited to software 3. Okay. Graphene is an emerging technology. I have no idea. Just wondering if there's really so much bug in US software than in EU or just US crowd more sensitive. It's possible that if you write a software for a different continent and you know the signs are different, maybe there are more problems. I don't know. As Volkswagen seems to have software issue across the board, what you thought of moving all the software to Carriot and might the heads start rolling there if things don't improve in the next few months? I have no idea what Carriot does, if this is better. I think the software manufacturers should work with so the developers of software should work with the developers of the car right from the beginning. Okay, we want to implement this software and this software. For that, we need this and this hardware. And to be sure, we're going to make it a bit more so it's future-proof. But then at the end, the software will cost 500 euros more. Is that okay? The car will cost 500 euros more. Is that okay? Sure. Something like this, so we don't have problems in the future. What I'm always hoping, because of Volkswagen having so many problems right now, software and hardware related, that for the next generation they want to make it way better, and I hope that the hardware is here, where ID4 is here, that it barely can do the stuff that it needs, but it can. And Tesla has NVIDIA and I don't know AMD processors in there, and it's great. And then Volkswagen says, come on, let's put in an I don't know, AMD Epix or a Threadripper with 64 cores. Something like that. We don't know. Where are we? Do all ID4s have the in-car shop because mine doesn't? No, you get the in-car shop with 3.0, so they will take a time. Volkswagen should just get Android Automotive. Mic drop. Yeah, I drove 3 Android Automotive cars in the last 5-6 weeks, and it's true, it's great if you like Google Maps and if you like Spotify. But for example, if you want to use Android Auto because of an app that's on your phone, you can't. I cannot use Android Auto in Android Automotive systems. And I don't know, if you want to hear to Audible or listen to Audible, doesn't work. If you don't have if you want to use a better route planner in the Polestar, you can, which takes, oh my God, installing and starting a better route planner on Polestar takes minutes, and then it's still moving like this, so I gave up. And I thought it's just fine, and I only had the car for a week. But so it's pro and against. But I have to say, Spotify works amazing in the Polestar and in the Volvo that I have right now. One other strange thing is you can't run heater AC on L2, just DCFC. I don't know what L2 means. Do you mean a normal socket? So the 2 kilowatt socket instead of a wall charger, wall box? Because that's not true. You can run the AC with that. That works. I'm happy with my ID4 as is. Okay, I like scheduled charging fixed, and the improved charging curve with 3.0 will be nice, but it remains a good practical car whatever happens with future updates. Yeah, I have to talk about that. So I uploaded a video yesterday or 2 days ago with the new charging curve for the 77 kilowatt hour battery for ID3, ID4, ID5. Then I got a few messages that people are telling me that the ID5 has a different battery than the ID4. I never heard that before, so I will I will try to contact Volkswagen this week if this is true. As far as I know, only GTX versions, so ID4, ID5 GTX, have a different battery chemistry than the non GTX version, so the Pro Performance, or Pro just without the performance. And the curve I did was the non GTX version. And as far as I know, it should be the same, like I said, an ID3 Pro S, ID4 Pro, and ID5 Pro. But people are telling me different stuff. What is level 2? Is this a normal house socket? When yes, then yes, you can use the AC. You can preheat the car with heat and everything with a house socket. Just plug it in. That works. It does. I did it many times with my ID3. That just works. Where are we? Yes, I do have 2.3 proof of concept. USA can't get any update. 2.3 isn't available yet. Maybe this month, they say. It really feels like an old school OEMs are dead in the water as soon as the Chinese car makers start pushing into the Western market. They're just too slow moving to adapt. You might be right when it comes to software, but when it comes to hardware, how a car is driving, that's a different world. I know a Chinese car is cheap and I don't know, they come in very fast, but driving, I'm sorry if I sound totally patriotic German or whatever, but driving an ID3, ID4, ID5 is a different world than even driving a Tesla. I'm sorry. A Tesla Model Y, Model 3 is just not as refined when it comes to how it's driving. Yes, they have more power, they have great software, I don't know, whatever. But it's just, when I was at the Tesla dealership 2 weeks ago and he told me the car drives amazing, it's like driving on railroad tracks. For me, a railroad track means it's stable going straight, and a Model Y doesn't do that. Model Y is moving all over the place because the suspension is so hard. Doesn't matter if performance or not. And so the steering wheel is moving around and then you're holding the steering wheel like this. Yeah, no, that's, I don't know. Again, this is taste. It's just my taste. And for me, an ID3 is more refined than most other cars that I've driven. Yes, Mercedes does it well, Volvo does it well, Polestar was great. There are a lot of other great cars, but not every car is amazing. I'm just saying that. I said it. I rent from Carpool, that's why it's convenient to use an app to unlock the car. Ah, okay. Smart one will be everyone you wished for an ID3. We'll see when it comes out. Just because it's announced and all the specs and you can do this and can do that, we know that now from many manufacturers. We'll see when the car is here. How does it drive? Is the charging curve good, or do you just have a high charging power and then it goes down very fast? Let's all wait. I think we all learned from the ID3 and other cars. Let's wait till the car is here before we say it's amazing. Funny how my Google Pixel phone updates 3 months after US customers know that feeling now. Yeah, stupid update. My phone here now has Android 12 and it's total crap. A beta root planner doesn't work well anymore. My the mobile data sometimes doesn't work very well. When I did my live stream with 3.0, that's why it didn't work. I had to restart the phone, then it worked again normally. I had internet access, but it didn't send the packages in a normal way that it should, and that's why the live stream looked like this. This is all because of stupid Android 12. And I cannot do dark mode force on apps anymore. Did I get an iPhone? No, iPhone is even worse. I hate Apple. I'm sorry, I'm the wrong one. Stupid iPhones. No, iPhone is the biggest crap ever. I said it. No, If a manufacturer tells me, no, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, and this is how you get your phone, there it is. You can't do anything with it, just what we tell you you can do. Nah. I had an iPhone 3GS or whatever, and then I think the 4G, and then I was, nah, I'm not doing that anymore. No, no, no. Android is just 10 times better when you want to install something and without bricking the phone or whatever. You can just install an app from somewhere, just say, yeah, it's fine, and then use it and try it in beta versions and stuff like this. Nah. Apple is way too intrusive and tells me what to do. Yeah, I can't deal with that. God, I'm ranting. Where were we? Why so much time to fix the feature time chatter that should be working in ID3 first since 2020? It appears ID3 is semi over the air capable since 2.0. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, because one control unit that's controlling the charging doesn't work. It is not suited for that. That's what it was. Thanks for the explanation. Haven't been put off Volkswagen progress to look forward to a refresh of ID3 in the future. Yeah, that would be interesting. Why you want all-wheel drive? Isn't rear-wheel drive enough? ESP for a sporty car. Every motorsport except rally have rear-wheel drive. No, I want all-wheel drive because when you put the power down, it feels 10 times better when it's coming from both front and rear, not just the rear. And it's better in the winter when you drive on something wet or icy. When you have all-wheel drive, all is better, and you can put the same motor twice in there. It's all fine. It works. I just want all-wheel drive. The software is written for inputs on if-then serial order, so it's slow because it must perform everything in order of input without priority. You know stuff. I don't have any bugs with my ID4. I got software 2.3 and no in-car shop. How do I get it? You don't get in-car shop until 3.0. Do you think ID3.4 already outdated? No. Not at all. And what is outdated? Outdated is not just software, it's also how does the car drive and whatever. I don't think so, but it's my opinion. Why is everybody mad about the delay? Because they have to wait and they want it now. Do you really want games so much? No, it's about 2.4. ID5 looks good, I think so too. A battery plan is overrated. I use it at home and to remember when and where to charge using it. Life isn't very good, I think. Yeah, they change it a lot, but I get it. They have an update every week or so. Sometimes it's a good thing, but sometimes it can be annoying. So I couldn't use it on the last trip to Dresden and to Austria since Android 12. I will say Volkswagen has good customer service, really. They will be replacing my battery pack, do a recall on the high voltage battery in my car is one of 350 recalled. Well, they have to do that, otherwise they get slammed. Learned a lot working for Swedish giant. EU customers are much more relaxed about current delays and unavailability compared with other part of world where they might want everything perfect now. Really? Yes, I mourn about ID3, but I like my car. I really like the Cooper Born. It's really good looking. It is. Ditch Android and iPhone. We did that. Get a Pixel. That's too expensive. I thought of it. I looked at it, but with the features, it was very expensive. Sorry, in USA meant when it a level 2 charger 7 kilowatt, not kilowatt hour. I'm an idiot. A charge point, for example, the past winter when plugged in heater goes off, just heats heater until unplugged 2.1. No, that's something wrong with your car. Again, on my ID3, I have the car for 1.5 years now. It can be unplugged, plugged into a 2 kilowatt outlet, just normal house outlet. It can be on the wall box, can be on the DC fast charger. Every time the heating or cooling works and scheduled. So when you have stationary air conditioning, it all works. The Apple world is changed between iPhone 4 and 14. No, I don't. I mean how Apple is. Yes, I watch enough technology things, and they talk about iPhones and stuff. It is a great piece of hardware, don't get me wrong, and it's great when you are in the Apple environment, but just as a company, it's the same as Tesla. I'm sorry. I love Tesla cars, but I'm not a fan of the company. And the same with iPhones. They're a great piece of hardware, and their M1 chips and whatever was coming out, they're amazing. It's a great idea, but I'm not. I don't know. It feels like Apple and Tesla want to take over the world. I don't know. And I heard too many stories about Tesla from uh, um, people that so I'm not. I don't know. That's just stuff I don't like. Two words: piano black. Finally, will be 3.0 over the air or not? 3.0 will be over the air, but will be a bit of a while. How is the waiting time for electric cars in Germany? In Europe, in US, it's month of waiting for Tesla, Ford, and GM. I saw one BMW i4 local dealers charging extra for inventory. I think here it's over a year now on special cars. I think Tesla is the best with 3 to 6 months or so on the Model Y, and then Model 3 is a bit more. But all the others, it's just a long time. I have exactly the same thing as Glenn Martin. Who's Glenn Martin? Did he say something? ID3 business built early 2021. When charging by AC 7 kilowatt, can turn on AC, works fine on DC. Just assumed it was limitation. No, there's something wrong. Do you know that when you're doing this, you know that there's a button on the left corner, left bottom corner that you have to press so that the climate starts when you're charging an AC? Do you know that? But it should work with the app, and it should work when you do planned preheating. Always worked with me. Yeah, I rented. It's a lot of renting. Oh God, I'm an idiot. I know. Go complain about me now. It's fine. I know. I don't know everything. My opinion doesn't matter at all. And what I like or I don't like also doesn't matter. It's just my Finnegan is here. It's just my personal opinion, that's all. I say it all the time. I'm very happy with my ID3. It just drives amazing. There's always things I would like to have. And you know me, you've seen my videos. I've driven 36 different EVs, and with different EVs I mean totally different. So I've driven ID3 Pro S, Pure, Pro with 3.0. This is, for me, that's counted as one car. The same as I drove a Tesla Model Y and a Tesla Model Y Performance. That for me is, I tested one car. So I've tested 36, I think I'm on now, different cars. And for me, for my use, I wanted a small car, but not too small of a battery. I wanted a powerful car, but not too expensive. There are some features that I needed, and I wanted a comfortable drive, and I wanted a stable drive. I didn't know that before. When I got the ID3, I had no idea that would be important to me. But rear wheel drive and an amazing steering that's stable, and I don't need both hands on there, and a suspension that's not too soft, not too hard. That's just my thing. For me, other people want amazingly sporty ride in the Model 3. That's fine. For what it's worth, I agree wholeheartedly about both Tesla and Apple. That's fine. I had a Nissan Leaf for 5 hours today. It has a good acceleration as ID3, but it's wobbly when accelerated. Yeah, because it's front wheel drive, and then you get torque steer. I had the Polestar 2 single motor last week for a week, and I have the same thing. I would always go for the all-wheel drive because I hate torque steer. You push the car and then you have this. It's I don't know. It's not a nice feeling. Hey, Shoeless Joe. Time to find your shoes, Joe. It's been months. I wish ID4 had a tow bike carrier mode to turn off the reversed emergency braking. Anyone else in the same boat? US software. Oh, I can see that happening. So the sensors notice that the bike is in the back and it thinks you're very close, and then when you drive backwards, it's doing the emergency braking all the time. That's an oversight. That shouldn't be happening. Huh. Huh. Shouldn't it be turned off the second you put out the tow hook? Huh. Yeah, that's just a mistake. That shouldn't be happening. So that's wrong programming or oversight. I feel like the ID3 hits the sweet spot when it comes to vehicle size and performance, very much the same way the original Golf was when it first launched. Will you be testing the Romegan E-Tech Electric? It looks great. I'm in talks with a Renault dealer very close by in Straubing, and he said so far the schedule is that in the beginning, the earliest he can get the car, the beginning of June. God, you're drooling. Look at that, I'm all wet. Cat is drooling because it's so nice. You need your food. I have to get his food. And he says I can have the car, so I will get the car, do a driving test, charging test, a range test, something like this. I will ask him if I get the car for 2 days. Maybe I want to do I would love to do a live stream in the car to show you stuff. We don't have that in US. What did you not have that? Well, I don't know if it's in the EU that the emergency braking. By the way, that's an amazing thing, but it freaks you out. So I had it with the Audi Q4 e-tron. I had it with the Volvo C40. And I think it happened to me with the ID3 as well. You go backwards and it's and it really slams the brakes and you think, I hit something, and you go out. No, I'm far away, that's an emergency braking. Whew. The good thing is when you do it in the Polestar, it shows you a warning. It says it in the Polestar then, emergency reverse braking was activated. In the ID3 or so, it doesn't say that. That's just stupid. I just drove the Tesla Model Y. Yes, it's quick, but I was glad to get back in my ID4. Comfortable and lovely to drive compared to Model Y. Again, that's also my thought, but some people like it sporty. I can get that people like a small steering wheel, they like direct steering. It has an amazing software, it has amazing performance, it's all great. Some like something different. US ID4 don't have a pop-out hitch, it's always down. Oh. But again, I don't know if this when you pop out the tow hook, if then this is off. I have no idea. And yes, we have to put in the hitch arm itself, which we have to purchase separately. That's weak. Why? I had the emergency braking experience 2 weeks after I bought my car. I really thought I hit something. Yeah, me too. Some like bugs. I will get his food. I'm back in a second. You can still hear me. God, it's warm up here. Yeah, I'm always up here, right under the roof. Where's my girl? Olivia is sleeping here. There's Finnegan's food. Yes. Dog barking outside. Yeah, the lawnmower robot worked today. That was awesome. He had work to do. There you go, my Finnegans. Go eat. Warm is good. The winter was long enough. That's true. Last week was the first time where it was really, really warm. Yeah, nice bathrobe. Thank you. Nice t-shirt too. It's this one here. Where are we? Old merch. Yeah, I have 2 t-shirts here that I don't know if I give it away to my members and patrons at some point, or I lose weight and wear it myself, because those here is XL and I ordered an L by mistake too, and I don't know yet. Old merch, good disclaimer. Where are they? They're here. Those 2. The nice ones. But in L. But I'm a big fatty. Got those. It's true, Laspi, there's a lot of merch. Thank you. Did you lose weight? Indeed, I like how pretty you are now. It's just a little. Come on. I'm eating less sweets. That is correct, but I don't think I lost a lot of weight. Maybe this much. But I'm going on. I have to eat less sweets. I'm 45 now. And if I eat a lot of sugar, I don't feel well. So I can't do that anymore. I like the wine colored one. It is nice. I have, like I said, I have this in the wine colored as well. Tesla is a different experience. Some people like change, some don't. They are quick in making changes. Is Berlin Y suspension any softer? It is different to the Chinese one, but the Model Y that I drove was a performance model, and the suspension, of course, is then very sporty. But it felt better than to the one in China. The video is already done. My Patreons and members already watching the Model Y video from made in Germany. I will upload this, I don't know, maybe Tuesday, or make it public. It's already uploaded. I think I got a visual warning about collision on ID3, so there must be a visual warning. Really? Maybe it's just a tiny little thing that comes up, but I didn't see that. Did I have it in the ID3? Huh, I can't remember. You skipped some comments up there. What did I skip? Yours, the hole for the hitch hook is installed, but the hook is not included. ID3 has the good enough acceleration. Tesla got too much. Don't get me wrong, it's fun to drive, but the Model 3 is not necessary to have the acceleration. I'm looking forward to your review of the Megane. The ones I've seen have been very positive, but not very detailed. Sorry, yeah, that's true. A thing has happened with an ID3. The first charging on not the optimal temperature, not until the second charge going down to 20%, then it will charge better. What? Are you the one with the BMS? Is it that? What? I don't know what you mean. The battery is cold, you cannot charge with high power. That's just how it is. It's not BMS, it's missing a battery heater. When you drive backwards, you normally don't look into the instrument cluster. Yeah, but when it brakes, you then look forward because you're standing still. Maybe then. So painful. Why? Still so expensive. Didn't get cheaper. They opened Berlin as they did with local market with Shanghai. Yeah, they increased. Tesla increased prices a lot in Germany. I said that the last in 2 weeks ago. A Model 3 is went up by 10,000 euros, from 40,000 to 50,000 euros for the cheapest version. The red light that comes on when you get close to something is annoying on the ID3. The red light that comes on. You mean the distance warning? I get a distance warning when I'm too close to a car in front of me while driving, but there's not a red light. When the parking sensors that went beep. Anyone tested the Q4 air suspension? How is it? I drove in Q4. I have no idea if it had the air suspension. It felt okay. Still no scratches. And how is white steering wheel doing after 2 years almost? Still no scratches. That's correct. Except for the scratches that I did, where I cleaned the car in the first 2 months with a sponge. And I think there are tiny little scratches in the light, but I think with something else you can get that out. Steering wheel is still okay. I clean it from time to time, but less. Cindy would be the one who can tell you now it's not white anymore, it's gray or something. I just don't see that. So I need to yo-yo drive to first charge then? No, you have to drive fast. In the deepest winter, when I drive my ID3 at 130 for 150 kilometers and arrive with under 15%, I get full charging speed. Just saying, that's my experience. I never got not 100 kilowatt under 15% since I own the car. Price is demand and supply. No point of making it cheaper when they cannot make enough. Oh my god. Euro-dollar ratio crashed like 10% in a quarter. I have no idea. It seems that even with 3.1, the idle consumption is still reported in kilowatt hours per hour. Maybe they could also save some easy money and crop the extra hour. Well, then they have to. You have to think it's technically correct. When as a physicist, it's true. You're consuming kilowatt hours per hour. That's just correct. A kilowatt is just a measurement of of power, and kilowatt hours per hour is the energy being used over time. So technically they're correct to display it that way. Wow, the competition must be so lame if Tesla are able to get away with a 10k increase. It's still great cars. You should make some collision review in the future. Yeah, just bang into stuff. Imagine how many views you will have. It comes up with a warning message and the blue light along the dash goes red if you get closer. Ah, now I want it. You mean the front assist. So when you drive and it thinks you're driving into something, front assist lights up, and you can even set it that it brakes itself. Yeah, that's a good thing. Front assist is in every car in Europe right now. You need to have that. And it's a good thing, really good thing. So if you're driving on a country road and someone in front is braking crazy, but you don't notice it, the car will notice it, light up the red light, and then you brake too, or it brakes itself, depending. I agree with Bill. It might also get you a free nose job. What did Bill say? It's a collision one here. Well, I can't drive that fast in Sweden. Maybe even with 100, it will warm. Like I said, I never had that problem. What do you think of wifey's sister reviews? I'm not following Björn. I saw a picture somewhere that he does with a woman things videos now, but I'm not watching. I'm not even subscribed. I have no idea what he's doing. I don't get it in my feed anymore. I don't get. Except for next move, I don't get anything in my feed. He's right though to do it with women. And degradation tests on all EVs is also a good idea. That's great. I just can't get my hands on cars like that. That's just how it is. Blame Putin and Corona for high Tesla prices. I think you can blame Putin and Corona and chip shortages on everything. Such a Björn, not a Björn hater. It's just. I do it for a few reasons. First of all, in the beginning, I was always disappointed when I thought I get a car and then he got it first. And of course he gets it first because he's big. And then I was, making the rules everyone has to respect. And the other thing is, if I watch his videos about a car, I maybe have already an opinion about a car I'm going to test. And I don't want that. I want to get into the car and I've never seen the car before, let's drive. Okay, I like this, I don't like that. And then after a while I have my own opinion. And if I go in and I see Björn videos, it has a high consumption. And then I get into the car, it has a high consumption. I don't know if I like that car. I don't want that. That's why I'm doing this. Yeah. I said it. The first time reversing the car and the car slams on the brakes wakes you up. It's true. It's interestingly how much brake force there is, eh? Only 55 likes. No, I have 94 likes here. It says here 148 people, 94 likes. 1,200 people watched the live stream. Just me talking. There was nothing else. No news, no everything. Just me blabbing along. 104 likes. That was fast. 180 people at some point. Yeah, it tells me at the end what was the max. Let's reach 100 and close. It's 106 now. So I have to stop now. Just because we do this for 80 minutes. Why I talked for 80 minutes. You poor people. I apologize. You have to listen to this for 80 minutes. A stupid opinion of a stupid person. Please don't take me seriously. Please don't take my opinion as it's something important. No, because I get those comments all the time. So I test something and I say it works like this, but it's not a thing for me. I don't care about this. And then people are complaining, hey, how can you say that this is not something that's important? I like it, and it's okay if you like it. But I don't care about it, so you can have your opinion, and I have my opinion. I believe everything you say. And what's important, I'm not a journalist. I don't have to be unbiased. So I can test a car and say, this is not a car I like. That's fine. But what I try to do is inform you what the car can do. you and if I say something, is this is something I don't like, I still say that's my opinion. You do whatever you want with it. Finnegan is eating again. That's what you hear. Can you hear that? No, you can't. Eh? Take the microphone off. ASMR, huh? Put it back on. So again, I'm not a journalist. I do what I think, and I say what I think, and that makes the most sense for me. If I just say everything is fine, everything is great, I think that's pretty boring for me, and I'm lying to you. I'm not a liar. That's something I can make mistakes, but and that there's stuff I can tell you that people tell me, and they tell me please don't tell anyone, and I do that, but I'm not lying. What cars are on your schedule for this and the next month? So right now I have the Volvo XC40 single motor. Already did the range test. My patrons and members have already seen it. I will make one video more where I wanna show the differences in Polestar, Volvo C40, Volvo CX40, what's good about them, what's better on some cars, what's not good about them, in my opinion again. Oops, so likes, dislikes. And then afterwards on, what do we have now? Help me. It's the 16th, I got the car on the 13th. So this car will be picked up on the 27th. Do we have holidays? No, I don't have holidays. And then I think on the same day, on the 27th, I get the Skoda Enyaq all-wheel drive. That's good. I never bought an EV because of you. They all sound meh. You should be proud helping the planet. No, you didn't buy them because they're too expensive. That's not my fault. Huh? You want the perfect EV. You want a station wagon with 500 kilometers of range at highway speeds that charges in 10 minutes and costs 25,000 euros. That's why you don't have an EV, not because of me. You just watched me having problems with ID3 and stuff. I know what I want. Sorry. So I get the Skoda Enyaq at the end of May till mid of June, and that's it. Again, I'm waiting for June for the test drive with the Megane E-Tech Renault, and I'm still waiting to hear back from BMW for press car for the i4, but I'm guessing not so fast. And other than that, I don't have any press cars. I'm still waiting for an ID4 GTX that I want to test drive at some point to have the charging curve with 3.0, because the test cars of Volkswagen that they give out now all have 3.0 on them already. They're all newly built. I ask them all the time, and then there's, oh, sorry, we don't have cars right now. And then I'm just waiting for, hopefully in September, ID Bus. Hopefully this year or next year, reveal of the station wagon of Volkswagen. I think that's it. So BMW have you in the queue for i4? That's great. Well, in the queue, I asked them in January, are you getting an i4 press car? And then they said, yes, we were getting in the end of February, we will contact you. Then nobody contacted me in whole March and April. Then I contact them again, and they said we still are. I will forward you to the whatever. So nothing's decided. No one is contacting me. So no. So this is something with car manufacturers. You have to annoy them the whole time. Every time they have to. Every 2 months, I'm writing all the companies that have cars that might give me cars. Renault doesn't, and Mercedes doesn't give me any cars anymore. They think my videos are not good for their brand. Audi said they're not giving me a car for whatever reason. Skoda is a bit, yeah, we give you cars, but I don't know. We'll see. Um, it's not. I don't know what model it would be, M40 or M50. No idea. I have the feeling new EV releases are stagnating. It was so much more cool 3 years ago when they all announced their first EV. Yeah, I think that the stagnation is because of the chip shortage. They cannot even sell the cars they have now. They cannot build what they want to build. And so everything is being, let's wait. I mean, you can all see this with Tesla. They announced the semi-truck, the Cybertruck, and the Roadster. Nothing is coming because they want to sell Model 3, Model Y that gives them capital, money, and they want to push that and production, blah, 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 and then we get to the new cars. A vehicle review ends up being subjective. Body structures, features, design, and performance are all individual aspects in driving. Yeah, most of it is. What like I said in my videos, I try to show what the car does, and you have to decide if this is good for you. So if you buy a car just because of a video I did, you're a fool. You should drive it first, test it for yourself, but you have the knowledge it can do this, 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 and this. When you do this, this happens, and so on, and then you can go on. Can't wait, end of chip shortage, COVID, war in Ukraine. I think COVID is not the problem anymore when it comes to EV manufacturing, but war in Ukraine is a problem for Volkswagen, but I'm pretty sure they will get different manufacturers to do the wiring harnesses. I'm pretty sure, because it's going on for a while already, that somebody else will manufacture the wiring harnesses. And chip shortage, this is something that will take a few years. That's true. I mean, I find it amazing that the States is building a lot of factories for chip production. That's great, but it will take a few years. I don't think Europe does too much. They should do more. The same as battery production and all of this. But it's not only you. I got an email from my Volkswagen dealer with make a service appointment here, which was an email link. I mailed my request this way, never got a reply. Had to use the phone. That's annoying. COVID still problem in China, EV manufacturing. Yeah, don't buy in China. We have to wait for German Intel chip factory. I don't know if this helps. Lockdown could make problems. All Shanghai harbor still blocked. Chip factories slowed down, etc. Yeah, I don't know this stuff. I'm sorry. Why is it so big there? And in Europe, Corona is like second news now. Who cares? And not just because of the war. I mean, no mask anymore. You go everywhere. Everybody's like, yeah, we're gonna get sick anyway. Don't buy Chinese, said Xiaomi fanboy. I didn't say that with that I can't. Xiaomi fanboy. That doesn't work great anymore. I think the Y had bad vaccines in China. Oh, I have no idea. I mean, here now everyone is getting it, but nobody cares. At work, we have a lot more people having COVID than ever before, but it's like, so yeah, that's how it is now. It seems like it. It's just weird. Weird situation. Blaming Google instead of Xiaomi. Fanboy. Well, it's since the update. I'm not blaming Google. I'm blaming Android 12 and the new operating system they have for this. What is it? 13 something? It's also nice. Still no update. I want it better. I tried to unlock the phone to get the old software. Not working so far. How much costs an annual maintenance service for ID3? Was curious how it compares with regular petrol car. I don't have an annual maintenance. I have it. Is the software? Yeah, it's working. I have it after 2 years. So this September I will have my first maintenance service, and I will just look at the car. I'm pretty sure at that time, maybe with 2.4. I have a rattling in the car. in underneath. I don't know if it's in the battery or in the suspension or anything. I will have to take everything out of the car, everything that is in there from me, and see if it's still there. And then we'll see. Cool, Android 11 is the last update for my phone, so no problems. I don't know if it's because of Android 12, but again, it's for this phone. Wait till autumn where they restart COVID measures in U2, preparing mentally for that already. Yeah, maybe it will be like this forever, huh? COVID measures, no COVID measures. COVID measures, no COVID measures. Blah, blah. Well, this will continue for the rest of our lives, I think so. Because we cannot lock everyone in their own house for 3 weeks. Because then it would be over. But it's just not possible. But it's true. Be honest. If everyone would stay in their own house for 3 weeks, it's over. Would have been gone from the start. But just not possible. We rather do it like this. I say it so easy. No problem. Oh, my Finnegan, you ate so much. That's good. Yeah, I think we're done for today, huh? Any questions? I ranted a lot. I said a lot of crap. You hate me now. Unfortunately, even animals can carry the virus. Yeah, they have to stay inside too. And you cannot eat animals. Ha! That's it. Chris for president. Yeah, sure. Oh my god, I would be horrible. Can we do this? I don't care. Can we do this? I don't care. Do whatever you want. He solved COVID in 2 seconds. But come on, it's true. Oh. Okay. You will listen to so much crap from me today. I apologize. If I would be famous, everything I said would be now cut out and we posted somewhere. Look what he said. Without context. But it's nice that only 1,300 people saw it. Okay. But, oh, I can't say it. That's it for me today. Thank you all for being here. That was fun. We see you next week. Hope Cindy's doing great. Still no moving plans. Cindy's doing great. She's in bed. No, the moving will be very close or even after I go full-time YouTube. And as it looks right now, it won't be this year. I'm not prepared to make that step yet. The earnings that come in with YouTube are very stable right now and they're good. But I need them double what they are right now to just live off that. And for that I still have to grow and I still have to get access to more car manufacturers, not just Volkswagen. If let's say 4, 5, 6 car makers would include me in everything as Volkswagen does, invite me to stuff, let me drive stuff and whatever. I'm also a Xiaomi fangirl. Michelle, you're a girl. Oh, I love when girls are here. It's so mean. It's so bad that I cannot see here what gender is here. I would like that. I would so like that if they would just tell me that. We have 5 women watching you or whatever, 5%. I like when women are watching this. And not just because I'm a man, it's just unusual. I like that. You should start a TikTok. Yeah, I told you 3 years ago. You'd be rich already. I haven't even seen... Oh, the frame rate is already screwed up. It's fine. I'm ending it anywhere. Okay. You all take care. No moving plans yet. We narrowed it down. Where to? But again, this could be next year or whatever. You all take care. Thank you much for watching. Have a great day, and take care. Bye. Will I ever change that time? I don't think so. It will always be. Where do I end this? Ah, here.